I've never stepped into a room like this before. This is the first time. But I think I found a real brain, or is it a heart? I don't know. Why do they have a brain and a heart in here? And what the heck are these? They have test tubes. Like tubes where they actually had like, I think, sea creatures in. Like they had like, look at this. So basically starfishes, whatever the heck this is. But this is, oh God, what the heck? What is that? What? Okay, so those are frogs. These are frogs injected. But that, I think that's either a brain or a heart. Let me cover my nose because I don't think this is good to breathe in. Yeah, these are brains and hearts, I believe. I don't know, this is kind of weird. What the heck? Okay. I want to talk to you guys about something. One thing that really stuck out to me, not the fact that I'm in like my old school, but like the biggest thing that compares this school, this culture, the school that I went to before, to the school that I went to in a whole different state. The thing about the school to me, it had a lot of culture, it had a lot of mixtures of races, it had mixtures of so much things. And when I used to live in Florida. I moved to Florida during my high school year and I actually never really finished up school until I went to high school and graduated over there. But you can tell the difference, the entire difference versus comparing how like the culture is down here versus Florida. And so I'm sure most of you probably want to know where I live and things like that. Unfortunately, I can't tell you. But I would say that I used to live in Florida. I finished up school in Florida. But originally, this is where I went to school. And I finished up school from my junior to senior year in Florida. I hated it so much that I actually finished up school pretty fast by taking 2 years all at once and kind of graduate as a junior. It's hard to explain, but I feel there's like a big difference with like the culture here versus how it was like when I went to Florida. I mean, I break dance, I have all these talents, and the thing is, it wouldn't be like that if I didn't have the people who encouraged me that I have now. So like the thing with school, it was a lot different. I mean, people kind of got along together, but a lot of people, they all had like random problems with each other for no reason. And that's kind of how school was. I mean, there was a lot of like gangs officially. There was a lot of like gangs involved for some reason. Don't know why, but this is like, during my 6th grade year, it was a lot different versus how my high school year was, considering that I hung out with Josh. I kind of did all the things that I would do as if I was in high school, but I did it all in middle school. So I did all the party, I did everything in middle school. So when I went to high school, I just was just chill. Like I just didn't care because I did everything in middle school already. It just looks like it's so old, stuck in time. Like the way the chalkboard, the entire room is set up, it's so much different from how things are now. It's crazy. So this school is massively huge. I mean, okay, so down right here, and down over here would be the cafeteria. So basically, over here is like the lunchroom. I do remember that background. And over there is the connector, which is another lunchroom, in which they had another stage over there. But before we get to all of that, let's go over here. Because this over here is the other gym. There's 2 gyms. This is the other gym. This is right there, gym. Gym's down here. There's 2 gyms in the school, and this is the other one. This school is massively huge. Like, you guys wouldn't believe it. I never really cared before any of the sports that they did, but you know, it's just the fact that this is a gym that I went to before too. I think this is for like the older people as well. Okay. So over there is that other part of the gym. This is like the splitter, and that's the other side. Let's take a look at his office though. Okay, so in here, check it out. They actually still have trophies all left here still to this day. These are all the trophies left here from the gym teacher. That's crazy. Basketball scoreboards. They did a lot of basketball, as you can tell. I mean, I never really come here. I never came to this one office or any of these offices really at all. But this is how his office looked, I guess. The phys ed teacher. Let's go down over here. So I'm so known to how the school is. I'm so used to it that I know where to go, that it doesn't like make me nervous to walk through just because I already know my walk path. I mean, I went to school here. I had to get to classes. I knew my entire route. kind of at the back of my head. I mean, it still takes a little time to get used to it again, but I still have an idea of where things were. This is so crazy. I don't know. The reason why I'm saying this is so crazy constantly is because, you know, you get the flashback of walking through your old stuff all over again. Basically, walking down there, you walk down this hallway, you follow down over here, you're in a huge line, that leads to the outside. You would follow up this line over here, and basically there'll be a long line already waiting for people who are waiting to get food. And basically you come down right here, and you actually get the food right here. So it could be like whatever you're trying to order, they'll be left all right there, lying against this wall. So in which you can tell that over here, door's locked, but I am sure to tell you guys that that's where all the food is kept behind. So basically they would have like the entire like stands all right here, lined against the wall, and basically you would get your food over here. I believe you would pay right there. Then you have tables set up over there too. I know when I had breakfast I would sit over here, but you also had this side of the cafeteria. All right, and this side of the cafeteria. So tables will be set all over here. You also have the huge stage where people want to do shows, but no one did shows during lunchtime unless there was like a special occasion of like an event or something happened, or if somebody wanted to give a speech. Basically, this is where the other lunchroom was. Wow. And the thing about all of this is behind me is a cafeteria, but I just want to say I'm very grateful to be like recording right now. Just the fact that it's like I never thought I would see the school again. I mean, I went to school here. I've actually been to class around. I've walked all around. I know this entire place, but it's just mind blowing to me just because like knowing that this place became abandoned, it would probably soon be demolished and turned into something else. It would be soon demolished and turned into something else. That the fact that I didn't think that I would be able to walk back in here all over again to kind of reminisce on my history that I've been to the school. It's so crazy, and I'm just so grateful to be able to say I caught it on camera. That's the things that I look for mainly. Unfortunately, during this time of my years, I never did breakdancing, so I never actually got to perform on that stage before. You actually have the upstairs seating all right here. From the top deck view, from where I was just talking, it was just down there. So I ran all the way to the second floor to the up view. Basically, if you want to do talent shows, performances, it will be all on the stage right there. This is a huge lunchroom as well, so there would have been tables set up all over the place. Along connected down over there would be the lunchroom as well. So you had to have both different spots. I believe this was probably the main lunchroom, and down over there was a breakfast room. Then over here is auditorium for like shows or whatever is happening on set of stage. The thing is, I didn't realize how big the school was. I've been walking through this entire time. I actually got like, I get lost in here again. This is how huge it is. Coming through this entire place. One thing about this hallway here, people used to have spooky, scary stories like what's past this gateway because no one knew what was next. No one knew what was up there. Like no one's allowed to go up there. It was actually a rooftop, but no one knew because this was always locked. So everyone thought there was like a ghost there, like people suicide or something down here. But the guys are all on the roof, so let's get to the tip of the top. Alright, so I'm going to the top of my room for the first time ever, right now. Damn, this is crazy. Damn, man. So I'm on top of the rooftop I went to school on. Dude, I never got to the rooftop of my own school before. This is the first time. So rumors, people never went through that door. Until now, this is what's really past the door. We entered all the way down over there. And then we are over here right now. ESL class. It's pretty lit in here. Yeah. Pretty lit, I'd say. Look at this.
Out of all the books that could be sitting there?
Yeah. Damn. I've never came up here because I never had ESL class. So I do want to say one last thing. Over here is like a secret hallway. And usually when kids want to skip class, they would go all the way down there and hide like against the corner or just kind of chill in this hallway until someone comes in. Then when someone comes in, you just bust through a door and then, you know, You're safe and you're skipping class. 'Cause literally, right before this entire school closed, I was the last group to be inside this classroom. Basically, right before we made a transition to the new school, this is where this is like literally where I was in before I walked into the other school and staying over there. Basically, the way these chairs are set up is kind of like fours, like you know how they go against each other like that. My class was the last class to be in this classroom, in which one of these must be my actual chair because, as said, I was the last one. This is cool. Who knows, this could actually have been mine too. Looks like social studies. This, out of all years, so this is like the best treasure of all. In 8th grade, we have Josh, Exploring with Josh right there. Take a look for yourself. Let me summarize this entire video for the fact that I found my own yearbook right here. Guys, look at me. Look at that. That's our sister right there. Well, what the heck is that? Damn, this is a walk back in the time. That is me back as if I was in 7th grade. I look like a complete bum. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Well, anyway, guys, that is the official ending to my tour of my abandoned middle school. I used to come to school here. I used to be able to come around here all the time, and basically what happened was they opened up 2 new schools. So they decided to build up 2 new schools in which had this entire school become abandoned. So this school is no longer in use, and it's so crazy to consider the fact that my middle school is completely abandoned. So this is really it. I mean, we're gonna finish up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this entire video along with the story times I kind of had during it. Along with the tour of my middle school, showcasing where places were. It's kind of cool for me to look back at, especially because I want to see how my old school was. I'm actually so happy to be able to come back here and actually take a walk through again, considering the fact that I didn't think I would be able to ever do this all. Because I didn't think I would be able to come back to this middle school ever again. So it's so crazy to be able to come back here as well, considering the fact that I also do abandoned videos. And it's weird how it all falls into place. But I hope you guys enjoy watching. Be sure to tune in for more Exploring with John. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to check out my social media. Everything in the comment, definitely check it out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.